Hi, thank you for joining me today for Take 5. This is part 2 in our series Identity the Next Level. Last week we looked at how God spoke to the substance of an environment for the purpose of creating life. The takeaway was that the environment God spoke to when He created you was the environment of Himself. This week I want to show you a connection between the Holy Spirit in the New Covenant and the rivers flowing from Eden. So it's important to note here that when the second time God blows on man, it's Jesus on the other side of the cross. And He blows on His disciples and He says, receive the Holy Spirit. So you find that in John 20:22. Then He breathed on them and said, receive the Holy Spirit. So let's look at how Jesus describes the Holy Spirit. And you find that in John chapter 7, starting verse 37, and I'll read that to you. On the last day, the climax of the festival, Jesus stood and shouted to the crowds, anyone who is thirsty may come to me. Anyone who believes in me may come and drink. For the scriptures declare rivers of living water will flow from His heart. And when He said living water, He was speaking of the Spirit who would be given to everyone believing in Him. But the Spirit had not yet been given because Jesus had not yet entered His glory. So let's go back to Genesis 2, where the garden is described. There's one river that splits into 4 rivers. Typically, you have small streams that flow into one large river. Here, one large river breaks off into multiple rivers, and it becomes the headwaters that is multiplied to water the earth. The Holy Spirit is in you, the source of multiple rivers, as we see in John 7, rivers of living water flowing from you. In the Old Testament, God put man in the garden. In the New Covenant, God puts the garden in you. So each river has a name, and each name has a meaning, and each meaning corresponds to something that is to flow out of you. So let's just look at that. River number 1, Pison, increase and abundance. Gihon, breaking forth. Euphrates, bursting forth. Tigris, rapid increase of joy. So here's your takeaway this week. When you realize exactly who you are and what you carry, what you contain, you begin to realize that just because your physical body, is a singular geographic location, the omnipresent God who has chosen to make His home in you is not limited by your skin. Now, because of your partnership and co-laboring with Him, you can actually be a single spot that releases glory that covers the earth. So just let that sink in this week, and I look forward to seeing you Monday night. That's coming up this coming Monday for Healing Nights, and let's just have fun. Have a great weekend. Bye.